Welcome back to the stream. Welcome back to another video. Today we're going to get into a variety of topics, but this first topic, Tesla incentives are ending. We've got another message from one of the Tesla execs that incentives will be ending, and they're going to be ending week by week. So we're going to get into that plus a variety of topics. But before we do that, let's roll that intro really quick. All right, so thanks for watching another stream. Thanks for watching another video. My name is Dennis, and I love talking about Tesla deal hacking, as I like to call it. And if you want to join our free email newsletter, you could do that down below in the description. Today's live stream is partnered and sponsored by Aura, where you can protect your online data, privacy, and much more, but more on that later. So it seems like the time is finally coming to an end. Incentives, according to Tesla, the Tesla execs, that they are starting to or will be going to roll back incentives on a weekly basis. And so this might be your last chance to lock in like a low interest rate, or like the upgrade offer has pretty much over at this point. So pretty much what we could easily see is some of the different things that are happening, like the free supercharging that could be removed, or some of these other crazy incentives that are out there. I mean, maybe even like the Tesla referral discount. I could easily see that, just like that Tesla referral code, just like the one down below in the description, where if you use it before placing your Tesla order, you can get 3 months of full self-driving added to your Tesla vehicle. But here is exactly what has been said today. So Raj said that US Model 3 free supercharging for cash orders will be removed very, very soon. And I imagine that is a low take rate for that type of offer, because I feel like a lot of people mostly are leasing for the 7,500 or financing for the 7,500. I want to say not a lot of people are paying cash for it, because, you know, usually most people would be financing, especially when you can get 0% or 2.49% on the Model 3. APR incentives in the US will gradually be phased out on a weekly basis in accordance with new orders. So one can easily assume that Model Y and Model 3 are having a decent amount of demand. I mean, it makes sense, right? The 7,500 federal tax credit is coming to an end. People are rushing to place their order because people want to take delivery before September 30th. Remember, you do have to take delivery before September 30th to be able to take advantage of the 7,500 federal tax credit. And so it is an interesting piece for sure. And if they start to make the finance offers worse, I imagine not a lot of people are going to be looking to place an order after that. They're just going to say, hey, you know what? I'm just going to wait until after the 7,500. So really, you probably have to make one decision right now, or basically a decision. Do you want to place your order now before and get locked in, because the time frames are 3 to 5 weeks at this point? And of course, don't forget to use a Tesla referral code, just like the one down below in the description. Sawyer said this: Tesla Model Y and Model 3 APR incentives in the US will gradually be phased out on a weekly basis. Tesla is seeing strong demand in the US right now due to federal EV credit ending on September 30th. Don't wait to order if you want to take advantage of it. And so very interesting for sure. Let us know what your thoughts are. Let us know what you're thinking. Of course, the supercharging, that's going to be going away. I mean, what else? Let's take a look at this list. Like, what else could they take away? I mean, I guess they could take away America's Heroes. I don't know if that's probably a bad look. They could take away free full self-driving transfer. I could easily see that. I mean, these lease payments, they could make them a little worse. Free supercharging, they definitely, I mean, this is an old screenshot actually. And in terms of the Model Y, it's already pretty bad. I mean, maybe they could raise like the Model Y lease offer from $399 to like $459, and maybe like some of the other ones like out there like Cybertruck. I don't think they're going to reduce Cybertruck incentives. It's already pretty high. And maybe, I mean, they're not going to touch Model S or Model X because they need to sell as many of those as they can, which is kind of funny actually, because if you take a look at this, you know, this incentive is for the new one, I guess, and then this one is for the old one. But of course, they showed the new Model S right here on the page and everything. But let us know what your thoughts on it. Let us know what you're thinking. Are you pretty much waiting and going to be placing an order now, or are you going to be looking to wait it out until after the tax credit? I would imagine there's two types of people out there right now and trying to figure out what is the best solution for you. But let us know what your thoughts on it. Let us know what you're thinking. If you're planning on financing your Tesla, then there's one thing you need to do before you even apply: protect your credit. Seriously, because here's the wildest part. Bank of America just had a data breach recently, and they didn't even tell customers for a month. That means your social, your phone number, and your email could have already been out there, and you'd have no clue. Most companies wait on average of 277 days to report a breach. That's 9 months where your identity is exposed and you're the last to know. That's why I use Aura, today's sponsor. Aura constantly scans the dark web and lets me know if anything tied to me shows up: my social, bank info, or any of my personal information. And that's not just for breaches. There's so many different tools I use with Aura. Want to reduce those pesky spam calls? Aura's got it. Want to remove your data like your addresses, phone numbers from those sketchy broker sites? Aura has that too. They will also include $5 million in identity theft insurance, and everything's packed into one clean app. You can try it free for 14 days at aura.com/DennisCW. I'll put that in the description as well. Don't wait until someone else tells you your data is at risk. That's like turning on Sentry mode after your car got keyed. Protect your credit before you apply. I'm doing it, and you should too. Thanks to everyone. And as you can tell, we are not home right now. We are traveling for the weekend. So thank you all for bearing with us as we stream a little bit later today. I did want to point out another thing. So I know a lot of you are out there looking for like the highest incentives and everything, but a couple of people have been sending me DMs regarding Give Me the VIN and saying that Give Me the VIN is offering like thousands of dollars more than trade-in for Tesla and other places. So yes, we are partnered with them, but hey, if you're going to be selling your vehicle anyway, you might as well give them a shot down below in the description. Like one person sent me a DM, said that Give Me the VIN gave them $3,000 more than Tesla. And so, I mean, hey, get your money and of course get the best deal on a Tesla, but don't forget about your current vehicle as well. Do not trade it into Tesla and just like give it away. So definitely worth it. And let us know what your thoughts, let us know what you're thinking. All right, thanks for coming in. Kitchan, thanks for coming in. Juza and Blueberry, thank you all for dropping by. Thanks for hitting the like button, the comments, and everything. Hi, Dennis. Looks like Tesla is keeping the promise of winding down incentives in quarter 3, hoping for major discounts in quarter 4. Yeah, me too, but I guess we'll have to just wait and see what actually happens. Kishan, well, in the timeline, I would rather wait for 2 years and wait for what other companies bring to the table. Okay, that could be an interesting one for sure. Juza, just got my first Tesla. Crazy thing is, after I took my Model Y home, I saw that they increased at least $50. Yes, they actually did, and that was like a last week incentive. So kudos to you for taking advantage and getting that low lease payment. By the way, would you recommend the monthly windshield program protection plan? Is the windshield fragile? I would say yes, really depends on how much you actually drive. If you drive a lot of highway, California, a lot of construction zones, and when I mean a lot, like what, 15 to 20,000 miles a year, then yeah, it would be worth it. Blueberry, thanks for coming in as well. Great to see you. And thank you all for dropping by. Thanks for hitting the like button, the comments, and everything. In this next topic, would you buy a Model Y L Performance? Think about it. We've been seeing a lot of these vehicles spotted together, and the Model Y L has some performance bits. We know it has similar seats and also a similar spoiler as well. So what if Tesla brings to the US market a Model Y L Performance? I mean, just like how it would match like the Model X Plaid with the 6-seater, I think I would be down for it, because if we're going to be paying that much more money anyways, it's always been a little bit lackluster when you get the performance and you feel like sometimes you're not getting a lot for your money. But I mean, a Model Y L, which is a bigger vehicle, taller vehicle, and also maybe even the performance, would make a lot of sense. So I would be down for it. But let us know, would you buy a Model Y L Performance, or would you just want a performance like a strictly track vehicle, or would you want like a Model Y L for the bigger space, everything with it? But let us know what your thoughts on it. I mean, speaking of performance, don't forget about Unplugged Performance's wheel trade-in program. They also have a rewards program right now. If you sign up using the link down below in the description, you get a offer right when you sign up for Unplugged Performance. And they just also added Model 3 wheels as well. You can trade in your stock Model 3 wheels, get $1,000 towards the purchase of a new set of Unplugged Performance wheels. And you don't have to be in California. You can just ship your wheels to Unplugged Performance and they'll give you the $1,000 credit and everything. You can keep your tires too, which is like a big hack because you don't have to sell them the tires. It's just literally the wheels. So Let us know what your thoughts on it. Let us know what you're thinking. We're going to jump into the live stream comments. Now that you've bought your Tesla or you're about to buy your Tesla, did you know that it comes with 0 accessories? Seriously, not even a phone mount. But don't worry, we've got you covered. In my opinion, there's a few must-haves that every Tesla owner should get, like a phone mount so your phone doesn't fly off during acceleration, a center console organizer because without it, you're going to lose a bunch of stuff, and my newest favorite, an invisible underscreen station mount from Jowa, a great place to store sunglasses. And all of these accessories plus more you can get from our partner Jowa. And you know these accessories are good because I actually use all of their stuff. And if you use our promo code down below in the description, you can save some money and support the channel as well. But Jowa doesn't stop at just the basics. They've got a wireless game controller that fits perfectly in the glove box, a portable air compressor for peace of mind on those long road trips, and even an electric scooter, because why walk from the superchargers or level 2 chargers? So not only will you save some money by using our promo code down below in the description, you can also get free shipping on orders over $120. So definitely check it out, link down below in the description. Thank you to Jowa for partnering with us on this channel, and let's get on to the next topic. Thanks to everyone. If you're just joining in, welcome. We were talking about how incentives are going to gradually be decreasing. Tesla is signaling, they've been warning us from the get-go, and they've been holding to it. So I would imagine I'm believing them at this point. So if you're looking to place your order, don't forget to use a Tesla referral code, just like the one down below in the description, so you can get 3 months of full self-driving added to your Tesla vehicle. And thank you all for dropping by. I know it was a little bit late today than usual. We are traveling tomorrow, and we'll probably be a little bit early because we're traveling in an Airbnb. And so we're going to try and probably hit the day running. So let us know if you see anything. And tomorrow we got something big to discuss about in terms of a massive deal that was actually done here. Terrence, what's up? Just took the delivery of the Model Y, 6 to 8 years to keep. What's your opinion? Yeah, I mean, that's worth it. Usually I like to keep Teslas until about the warranty ends, but 6 to 8 years, that just means you have to get an extended warranty, and you'll see that it is old, trusty, and all reliable. Blueberry, well, it depends. Like on the Model Y 6-seater, the performance, that'd be cool. Alex, hey Dennis, I would love to see a Model Y air suspension and raised off-road upgrade for a performance option. Me too. And Lee, you would have to be from Tesla to really move like the Model X air suspension to the Model Y. I mean, if you guys remember when there was like a long time ago when people were leaking or thinking that a Model Y was going to get air suspension, that's pretty insane. And maybe we could get to that point in the near future. Rick, Model Y Performance L would be great if it focused on more range, even more handling upgrades. Let the Model 3 Performance be the track car and Model Y Performance move like an EV Bentley. Yeah, maybe that's what it takes. And, maybe it could be, maybe it could be cheaper than a Model X pricing that it used to be. I mean, you got to remember, a Model X used to be $80K as an MSRP, and you could have gotten one for $72K after the tax credit. And so maybe that is what we might get to that ranges with a Model Y L Performance. And maybe not, because it's expensive still, but I mean, we'll never know. I mean, maybe the value could be worth it if we get to those levels. In this next topic, let's talk about a fun topic, and really the topic is going to be what incentives are you looking for Tesla to bring out, whether it's this quarter or more than likely, realistically, next quarter, because this is a question that Tesla already posted. What incentives and offers from Tesla would you get to buy a car before the end of the quarter? And I really feel like this is unfortunate timing for this question because I don't think Tesla's going to be releasing anything more, but maybe Tesla already is talking about like Canada market or other European markets. But let's take a look at some of the discounts. We got veterans discount. I mean, they kind of already have that. America's Heroes, better trade-in value, and transfer of full self-driving. Transfer of full self-driving, they already have that. Better trade-in value, I can get on board on that because Tesla, I really feel like should offer more loyalty incentives for people that might be a little bit underwater. And so it would just make a lot of sense. Truth Seeker posted this about the Lyft incentive, the 1,000 on 1,000, totaling up to 2,000 if you follow the steps. The Lyft incentive and the America's Heroes student teacher one are very, 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 very easy to get. If you're just curious on trying to figure out how to maybe do that for yourself, definitely check out our super secret Discord group down below in the description, where they've found a way very, very quickly on how to get the America's Heroes $1,000. Trade-in incentive for our Model Y Performance. Yeah, yeah, I feel like because Tesla's going to be taking those vehicles in and could add value with full self-driving, maybe they should elevate some of the incentives for the Tesla vehicles and everything. But really what I want to see in the next fourth quarter, I really feel like supercharging for life is a cheat code, especially if you can get it on the Cybertruck or other vehicles and you do a decent amount of mileage and there's superchargers at where you could do errands anyways. This could be a good one. I really have always been in the camp of 0% financing, bigger discounts, but maybe there should be one that maybe we could see like a 3 years of full self-driving. I do feel like full self-driving has started to get more traction. People are asking for it, people want it. And so what if Tesla were to add like 3 years of full self-driving added on top of it? It could be a very interesting proposition. But let us know what your thoughts on it. Let us know what you're thinking. What incentives are you looking for if you're not going to be buying this quarter? What incentives are you looking for in quarter four? So congrats on buying your Tesla, or you're about to just buy your Tesla. But now here's the second most exciting part. That's accessories. And there's a ton of accessories out there, probably even way too much. And I try and bucket it into the top 3 accessories that you can get. And that's going to be phone mounts, all-weather floor mounts, and center consoles. A good set of all-weather floor mounts is probably my #1 recommendation. And I've got a bunch of links and discount codes to all the accessories that I recommend down below in the description and on our best deal spreadsheet on page 2. Check out this one from Jawa that we use on all of our Teslas, linked down below, or their center console, which I also use on all of our Teslas as well. A must-have because Tesla doesn't come with a center console. But my #1 accessory I recommend is going to be all-weather floor mats, and I bucket it from 3 different options: good, better, and best. The good ones are going to be the ones that you find on Amazon. Better is going to be the ones from like Tasmanian. But my favorite, all-time favorite that we have on our Model X and Model 3 Performance currently is going to be a set of all-weather floor mats by 3W Liners. If you use our promo code down below in the description, you'll find that the price of these floor mats are pretty in line with some of the other ones at a much higher quality material. So thank you to everybody that's used our links to support the channel, and let's get on to the next topic. Thanks for that, everyone. And let's see who's dropped by today. AK, is it still safe to order a Model Y on Saturday, 8/16 and get it by September 30th? Yeah, I would say it's safe. At this point, I don't think Tesla is going to remove any of the incentives that they haven't already. So I would imagine you are pretty much good to go ahead and order and be okay with just whatever incentives that are posted at this point. Anyone ordering a Model Y this weekend? Yeah, I feel like there's tons of people that are ordering, taking delivery and everything. ALX, they could offer a discounted or free full self-driving for Tesla trade-in. Oh, you know what? That could be a cool one. Like, I guess let's think through this. So if you are an existing Tesla owner, you get $500 or $1,000 loyalty. And then if you trade it in, then like if Tesla, because Tesla, I mean, it costs them money to give full self-driving, but at the same time it doesn't. But you know what? That could be an interesting one because I mean, they know that existing Tesla owners have a higher probability of actually using full self-driving versus brand new customers. And so what if it was like, hey, trade in your Tesla and we'll give you 24 months of full self-driving. I like that, actually. That's a good idea to build up loyalty and of course get more adoption, engagement, and really just get people on the hook to get that full self-driving, because once that 1 year or 2 year ends, then they got to figure out, oh shoot, like how do I get full self-driving now? Do I pay $100 subscription or whichever? AK, is it too late to order a Model Y? Would you risk not getting it in time? No, you would be fine. AK, well, it depends actually. AK, where are you in, like what state are you? And for the most part, you're going to be fine because I mean, it's August 15th. You've got like 6 weeks left to order a Tesla. You're going to be completely fine at this point. In this next topic, Tesla has updated the tire and wheel protection, and actually they made it cheaper now. So this might be a protection that you might be looking into, because depending on how you drive, where you drive, if it's in construction zones, you might, there's one year I got like 3 nails in a tire, or 3 different tires. So it definitely can be worth it. And I'll give you my recommendation. If you don't want to pay the money to Tesla, there's another one that I really like as well. Tesla has updated the wheel and tire protection plan. A full year now costs $192. It was $220, and now you can purchase it up to 2 years. Before it was available for only 1. So actually, this is not a good deal at all now that I'm thinking about this, because there's an deductible for $25 for replacements. That's pretty standard, and you have to get it, 30 days old, you can get it covered, and the tires have to make sure you have 75% tread left remaining so you actually get it. Okay, that makes sense. Really, my recommendation, depending on where you're at, is America's Tire or Discount Tire, because you can pay $50 per tire to get a hazard road protection, or if you go to like Costco, if you get tires from them, you can get a protection as well. And what's really good with that is it goes all the way down to like 3 out of 10 tread depth, and each time you get a replace, you just have to go to America's Tire or Discount Tire, and once you get a new one, you have to pay for the protection again, which is another $50. So I would probably recommend that over Tesla, unless you really want Tesla. Now I could easily see why Tesla could be a better one, because you've got roadside assistance from Tesla with every vehicle, and when they give you that donut, when they help you off the side of the road, you do have to go to Tesla to get a tire replaced, or you pay $150 core fee. And so I could really see it going both ways. But let us know, do you think like this is a good value for you at like 16 or whatever dollars a month, or would you rather go with some other options? Or let us know if you have some other recommendations as well. But let us know what your thoughts on it. Let us know what you're thinking. Thanks for jumping in, everybody. We are traveling right now, so thank you all for jumping in a little bit later than usual. And thank you all for the support. Thanks for hitting the like button, the comments, and everything. California? Oh, then you're definitely fine, AK. You could order one. I actually just had a friend who ordered, I want to say like 3 days ago. I think I talked to him 2 or 3 days ago, and he already got a VIN in his California for a Model Y rear wheel drive. So you are good. Especially Northern California, you are near the factories. I bet if you order like today, tomorrow, or in the next few days, of course, don't forget to use a Tesla referral code, just like the one down below in the description, because if you use a Tesla referral code, you can get 3 months of full self-driving. I bet you get a VIN in like the next week or so. PK, I picked up a Model Y all-wheel drive ultra red, free white interior just days before they ended the option credit. The sales center did a light sync show with all the cars delivered. It was really cool. PK, nice. Congrats on your new Tesla. Enjoy it in good health. And of course, now here's the second most exciting part, accessories. Save some money and use some of the discount codes down below in the description. In this next topic, here's some of the top 0% deals this weekend as the $7,500 federal tax credit comes to an end, as the end of the month comes to an end. Seems like Tesla isn't doing much in terms of adding on more, but in case you're interested in other manufacturers, other brands, there is 0% financing that actually exists. And if you look at this one's interesting. 74-month term for 0% with the Ford Mach-E. We got the Ford Lightning truck, electric, 0%. There's a lot of electric vehicles on this list. Ioniq 5, Ioniq 9. Actually, I was talking to one of my friends that's a broker, and the Ioniq 5 and Ioniq 6, you can get them for like $200 out of pocket with like minimal amount down with taxes, fees, and everything. So if you're like remotely interested in seeing like what you can get dollar for dollar and you're okay with not getting a Tesla, I would strongly recommend hitting up my friend at Rigo at LL Motors on Instagram. Ask for the DENINS deal so that he knows where you're coming from and so that he can hook you up as well on any of the other electric vehicle deals out there, because it's kind of crazy some of the payments. And he sent me a list. I'm going to show you guys probably in the next day or two how low these payments can actually get. But let us know if you're looking at some of these other vehicles out there as well. Art. What is the limit for free supercharging per day, week, month? What if someone travels from Maine to Florida with over 2 days and 2,000 miles? Art. So I think there is a limit. It's just Tesla doesn't post about it. But I've got one ex-friend that did like 3,500 kilowatt hours. You can do the rough math on that. I mean, we can just ask like what's 3,500 times 0.5. 0.5 is like the average cents per kilowatt, and you can do some crazy math on that. And I imagine that is what, like almost $3,000 in terms of retail money for electricity. But he hasn't been banned yet, and it was a Cybertruck. Clutch, we are placing our Quicksilver Model Y rear-wheel drive with full self-driving order at the Fremont factory tomorrow. Clutch, nice. Congrats on making a decision and everything. And now it's the second most exciting part, which is accessories and waiting for the vehicle. AK, have a question. $250 order fee. Why do we get charged $250, but we still have to add it to the finance amount? It's just Tesla's way of just adding on. I mean, it's not just Tesla, right? Banks, cars, companies, it's the fees game at the end of the day to build the profit. Riam, got my VIN in 4 days on all-wheel drive in Wisconsin. Yeah, part of me kind of thinks that, you know, when Tesla puts on the website 3 to 5 weeks for delivery times, I mean, I think they are just, you know, pushing out and saying like just to be on the safe side. But I bet this is inflated just a little bit to try and, you know, not add fear? Yeah, fear. FOMO of the $7,500 federal tax credit that's ending. Clutch, can you explain to us the order breakdown for an example Model Y with those other fees like order, destination, tire registration fee, and everything? It's a good question, actually. Let's take a look at it and see what the actual like money is and everything, because we would have to take a look at, let's see, don't we have to go like here or customize? Where do you go for like include taxes? And right here, breakdown. Okay, so we've got destination fee. That is, every manufacturer does this with Tesla vehicles, any sort of vehicle sales. It's essentially their fee of saying like, hey, we transported the vehicle from the factory to you. And so that's how much on average aggregated and everything it costs. Now, when you get to non-Tesla fees, this is your state's DMV fees, like the tire fee, registration amount, like some states charge registration based upon a percentage of the vehicle. Some states charge like property tax yearly on your vehicle and everything. And so this is where it gets really miscellaneous, because like there's a crazy amount of fees. Like right now we have like Houston, Texas put in at the zip code. If we put in like California, you can see how much more crazier it can get with fees on fees on fees on fees here. So let's see if we take a look at like the finance breakdown and see what type of like the laundry list of massive fees that you can get with the DMV. And actually it's not that bad. Tire fee $7, license fees $302, registration amount $312, and electric file tiling fee $35, sales tax $4,546. And then the last one here is order fee. That's Tesla's way of just locking in your commitment and charging you another fee to make sure you pick up the delivery vehicle and everything, because that technically is non-refundable. But I have heard of people getting that refunded back if you didn't get approved for like financing or something like that. AK, wish Tesla didn't charge an arm for a leg for Quicksilver. $2,000 is expensive. AK, you know what, I agree on that. But when you take a look at Quicksilver versus like the white, you know, it is more in depth in terms of like what the color looks like. So I can see why they try and charge more. Edgar, don't you think Tesla pricing will go way down after the incentive goes away? Less demand once Tesla tax incentives goes away. I think it will go. I don't think it will go way down, but I do think it will drop over the next quarter. In the next quarter, guys, where's the acceleration boost for Model 3 over Growth Society? Yeah, 100%. Like it's on the Model Y, but where is it on the Model 3? Clutch, I live in Fremont though, so I pick it up at the factory. So why is there still a destination fee for that? Yeah, no, I get what you're saying for sure. And I mean, there's people that do like the Austin factory pickup as well, and they still get charged a fee. It's unfortunate. It's just Tesla's. They can't just not charge it to everybody, or because they can't just not charge it, which is unfortunate. Ultra, picking up a Quicksilver all-wheel drive Juniper tomorrow, really pacing my buyback card. Nice. Congrats on getting another Tesla as well. I'm actually really curious, like of all the people that do buybacks, like what's the percentage of people that get into another Tesla because it's so good and everything? AK, anyone else buying a Quicksilver over the Stealth Gray, free Stealth Gray, save $2,000 or splurge? AK, it's a good question. And, or like in terms of what you would actually do. And if it was me, I would probably, I did a Quicksilver Model Y, but if I were to do it again, as you know, we wrapped our Model Y in the satin Stealth Gray red. I would probably do Stealth Gray next time, because I didn't realize Stealth Gray is actually like pretty close to black if I was trying to save money. As you guys know, I really want a diamond black with white interior Model Y, or just in general at Tesla, and I've never gotten that because I'm just always trying to get the best deal, and the best deal is never on what I want, which is a black with white interior Tesla. In this next topic, so this Rivian R3 is coming out, and maybe the price will be a favorable price. Well, now we know, because the tax credit is getting killed, it's not going to be a favorable price. But here's a prediction that the R3X will be $75,000. And if the R3X is $75,000, I don't even know who is a buyer for this vehicle. Yes, it looks cool, it looks great, but it looks cool and great for like $40,000 to $50,000, maybe like a $60,000 like Model 3 performance pricing. But if it is $75,000, that is going to be up there for sure. Chris predicted this, that people seem to be set that I dare say that the R3X is $75K. Let's take a look at some basic math. R2 base price is $45K. Let's assume R3 is $40. Then you you add the battery, all these performance wheels and everything, it is going to be $75,000 in total. And so I mean, if you would be buying this for $75,000, let me know. I mean, there's a lot of different options as you get to the 75 and as you get to 80 and much higher. I mean, there's a lot of options at 50K now because that's what the average price of Tesla vehicles are in the US. But still, very interesting to see. Let us know what your thoughts on it. In other Rivian news, it seems like if you are in Kentucky now, you can get a Rivian with a $7,500 incentive via lease. It is now available. Not every state was available to do this before in the past, and now it actually is for Kentucky. And so really cool to see. Let us know what your thoughts on it. Let us know what you're thinking. We're going to jump into the live stream comments. Let's see what else we got here. Rick, I wonder if they will keep 4 to 6 weeks posted the end of the next week. It might start discouraging sales when that second value would push beyond 930. That's a good point, Rick. Like, if it is a scare tactic, are they going to remove the scare tactic as it gets closer and closer? Because then people might not think like, hey, you know what? I'm not going to get it, so I'm not going to place an order for a Tesla vehicle. Drew, which lease lender, Tesla, Chase, Ally, Santander, has the best early termination for buyout? Santander supposedly doesn't charge a interest during the lease, so if you're doing a buyout. So I mean, I think I saw that on one of the contracts. Tesla is the most easiest because it's in-app and shows on day one, so that's really cool. All the other ones you have to wait until the paperwork gets to the bank and all that stuff, so it can take a little bit. Clutch, what's the difference between the 2024 Model 3 Highland and the 2025 Model 3 Highland? I see nothing different. Yep, nothing different at all. AK, so the $250 order fee is charged twice, the non-refundable order fee and then the order fee, or does the final amount get reduced by $250? No, it's actually just one. Sorry if I confused you. It's one order fee, a non-refundable order fee of $250. And that's why I've been trying to say for a while now, like if you are on the fence, but you know you're going to be buying a Tesla, I mean, you're essentially just risking $250 as a order fee to get on the list. So of course, don't forget to use, if you're going to be doing that, don't forget to use a Tesla referral code, just like the one down below in the description. So you can get 3 months of full self-driving. You do have to click this referral link open first, then head on over to tesla.com and just give them your $250 if you're looking to get on the list. Because if you think about it, like let's think through this, like after you give the $250, you're not committing to buying a Tesla yet. You can still back out. In fact, there's a lot of people that have employed that strategy in the past where they get on the list and then they wait for Tesla to actually say like, oh, your vehicle is here. Then they actually decide if they're going to be buying the vehicle or not, because then that's when they push and shove you to say like, hey, take delivery or we're going to give that vehicle to someone else. And that's when you really have to decide. Now, of course, in this early stage, once you pay the deposit, you are risking $250. So just, take that for whatever it is. ALX, how much is the R2? So no kit for R3X is crazy without the tax incentive. Yeah, I think they were predicting like 45K with the tax credit incentive. So now that it's going away, it's going to be interesting. AK, how much does it cost to wrap a Model Y? Depends. Are you doing PPF? Are you doing vinyl wrap? I've seen quotes as low as $2,000 to $3,000, but there's a big thing that's missing when you pay for a wrap that's $2,000 to $3,000. And actually a video coming soon on that, on what, because there's a lot of prep that maybe the shops aren't doing at that type of level. But thanks for jumping in, everybody. Thanks for supporting. Thanks for hitting the like button, the comments and everything. And I'll see you guys in the next one. See ya.